I don't know how the wind's gonna be, but I'm walking along Fort Lauderdale Beach, just a street over. But today's World AIDS Day, and I wanted to say hello. I'm an HIV positive man. I've been positive since 2002. That's 16 years, taking medications, undetectable, healthy, living a different life than our brothers had to live back in the 80s and early 90s when they were dying. One of the biggest impacts to me that I remember, or that I think about, is when I was a younger guy. I was, in my mid-20s to 30s, is that we lacked so many men in their 40s and 50s who had died to that plague in the 80s and early 90s, that we missed so many relationships and so many connections that we could have had. And all my friends that were 5 to 10 years older than me, they all have traumatic stories of all the losses of men. So I'm kind of fortunate that I came out, and came in to all of this at a later time when the cocktails were already available and medication was getting better. The younger generations, we take it for granted a bit because it is a little more of a maintained disease as long as we keep ourselves healthy and take our medication. My doctors always say I'm going to live a long, healthy life and die of natural causes, like probably heart disease and stuff that's in my family. Anyhow, this is just to all those men and women, the gay men, the straight men, the African Americans, the Hispanics that died to HIV, AIDS, and did not have the opportunities that I've had in the United States to live a productive and happy life. And so, happy AIDS Day. I don't know if we say happy, but honor this situation of HIV, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, and also in the environmental or the biological end of it. I don't know if people realize there's actually FIV, it's feline immunological virus, and there's also SIV, which is simian immunological virus. So it doesn't just exist in the human populations, it exists in feline populations, and it exists in the simian or our other primate populations. And basically the virus has run its course through most of those populations. That, for example, in Africa, the majority of the lions and leopards, they have FIV, but those are the immune generations that have gone through basically the process of survival of the fittest that we can circumvent with our medications, at least in this day and age. And hopefully we don't fall into any kind of dark ages where we don't have access to those things. So anyhow, happy December 1st, and